Now we have completed our pre-layout simulations using LDOOP. Further we will move towards our layout of CMOS inverter. For that, just search for schematic window and follow these steps. So this is your layout window which is pop up. Press E on your keyboard and change the value from any other to 0.005 in all these four places. What we have done here, we have make snapping. What is snapping? Snapping is helps to achieve alignment, symmetry, consistency and efficiency in the design. It is a fundamental practice that contributes to the overall visual appeal and functionality of the layout. Then press on apply and then OK. So before directly jump towards the layout, let me explain something about CMOS technology. So if we have one P substrate and we want to create both NMOS and PMOS on that, for that what we will going to do? First we create a diffusion layer and then gate on that. For creating NMOS, we will dope our diffusion layer with the help of NP, or we can say N plus doping. Then one become source and another will become your drain according to our connections and polarity given. Similarly, for PMOS, we will make our N well on the P substrate. What is this N well? N well is nothing but your N substrate. We will make a N substrate on the P substrate and then again we will make a diffusion layer and gate layer on that, and now we will dope our diffusion layer with the help of P plus because we want to make our PMOS. So this is your something CMOS technology. Now we will implement this only. For that, let me create instances like PSBT-LP, nothing but your PMOS, and then again NSBT-LP, NMOS. To view it in layout, press Shift F on your keyboard. Now, how you can identify one as NMOS, one as PMOS? Okay, let me explain very simple things. For example, first we need to create our P substrate. So this black screen is nothing but your P substrate. On this black screen or on this P substrate, first we want to create our NMOS. So what is NMOS? This is our NMOS. How we will identify it? First we need to create one diffusion layer. So this green layer is nothing but your diffusion layer, and over that this red layer is your gate layer, or we can say polysilicon layer. This bluish color layer, this is nothing but your metal one, and this yellow square thing is nothing but your contacts. Now how will you identify this as NMOS? After doping our diffusion layer with the help of NP layer. NP yani we want to diffuse our diffusion layer with our N plus layer. So this yellow part is your NP layer. So we can identify this as NMOS. Okay. After that we want to create our PMOS. So first we need to create N well or N substrate over P substrate. So over this black region, P substrate region, I want to create my N substrate. So this NMOS box, this orange box is nothing but your N well or N substrate. Now over that I want to create my PMOS. So how I will create? First I again make this diffusion layer. Green layer is nothing but your diffusion layer. Over that I have created a polysilicon layer, which is nothing but your gate, and then metal one both side, and then contacts. One will become source and one will become drain. Now how you will identify this as PMOS? Because now I have doped my diffusion layer with the P plus layer. So this purple layer is nothing but your P plus layer. Let me explain with the help of PP layer also. This is your PP layer. So can you see this is same layers? So this is my PP layer. Why I have created this PP layer? To make it as PMOS. This PP layer signifies that this diffusion layer is doped with PP layer and it will become my PMOS. I think I have clearly explained the things. So let me delete this. Now I just want to create all these instances directly from my schematic for the correct sizing. Okay, so I am just generating all from source, or I can create it from scratch also, but for now I am just generating all from source. So this is some extra polypens, just delete them. Now you can see one NMOS and one PMOS. Okay, now just see the schematics. In this schematic you can see the both NMOS and PMOS gates are connected, and similarly drains are connected. So let me connect also here. For connection of gates, search for PU or poly layer and make connection. For rectangular shape, press R on your keyboard and make connections. Again, to connect the drains, search M1 layer and again press R on the keyboard. You can move your screen with the help of arrows of the keyboard. Just connect these two drains, because I am considering this side as my drain, so I am connecting this layer with the downside. I can also make this as my drain, so then I will connect this layer, this contact to the down of my NMOS contact, but for now I am considering this as my drain, so I am connecting these two contacts. Because now I have connected this, so this will become my drain and this will become my source contacts, this and this. Now again see the schematic. Now the ground part and VDD part are connected to the sources of NMOS and PMOS respectively. So let me give connection of ground and VDD here also. For that, search for create and via and give search for PTAP, okay, and then hide. Just connect them. Now I want to give connection to my VDD of my VDD. So what I will do, again go to create and via. Why I will choose via? Because via is help me to connect two different layers. Okay, for that I am selecting M1 NW or M1 NWell. Okay, now just connect these two layers also. Okay, press, you can press U for undo something. Just press U. And again you can make connection. Kindly do it very carefully, okay? Okay, so now my VDD connection also happened. Now it will be, press F on the keyboard to see all the view. Okay, this, there is one extra PTAP is created, just delete this. Okay, now I want to give connection to my input also. For that, again, because why, now I want to connect my input with the help of via. So how I will connect the this poly with the help of metal. So I will select my via as M1 PO means I am connected my via of poly and M1 and rotate this for good connection. Okay, why I am rotated this? If I am not rotating, then there may be very close net between these two metal. Okay, so if this two close, then there may be DRC error. That's why I have rotate this. Okay, I am also going to explain what is DRC in very brief in further. Okay, so I think I have give all the connections. Let me give pins also. For that, press M1 pin and create pin. Select IN for input pin. Select input and then give input connection very carefully and gently. Now again go to pin and search for VDD and then input pin and write do it very carefully. Also give pin to the output. Select output. Now only ground pin is left, so again come here and create pin and select input output now. Now all connections are completed. So do you think the layout is completed? So answer is clearly no, because there are many DRC errors which I can already see, but let me explain you also. Before that I want to give brief description like what is DRC. So DRC, there are some specific rules or constraint that need to be followed to ensure the circuit works correctly. So DRC is like the rule check for the circuit's layout. It is a step where the design is examined, see if it meets the required rules. So these rules could be about how close components can be to each other, how wide or long the wire should be, or how much space should be between different layer of the circuit. For example, if I make one more metal layer very close to it, there may be chances during the fabrication these two wires going to be short. So foundry give us some design rule checks which we need to follow so that it will be easy in the fabrication time. So no two wires will become short or there are DRC errors. So I think DRC is explained very carefully. Now how we will check the design rule check? Just go and calibrate NMDRC and run DKDRC. Okay, press OK and then run DRC. Okay, just change your name here according to your roll number. Okay, this is my name and roll number, so that's why it is written here Prakhar 22169. Kindly change yours and then press run DRC and then overwrite. So there are 100% going to be DRC errors. So you can see there are 24 DRC errors which we need to correct. So let me minimize other screens and show some DRC errors. So just click on anywhere, just all 2 or 1 and then press on Sun. So you can see in this layer there are some DRC error. So what is the DRC error here? You can make maximize it, and this is the hint is given. There is error that OD layer is less than 0.054 area. So this is the design rule check which we need to correct. Okay, let me close this and make some changes. So for that, what we will do first, because I want to make changes in this layer, so right click and press hierarchy and flatten. P cell, kindly check if your P cell is ticked or not, and then apply, and then okay. Okay, kindly click in this button. It will select a specific length what you want to select, and then kindly press DRD on also. It will suggest that our DRC is removed or not. For example, here you can see minimum area is 0.054. Till now DRC is not removed. When this yellow thing is gone, that means your DRC is removed. Here is not removed, here is removed. So stop here. Now your DRC is removed. So let me show you our DRC is decreased or not. Again run NMDRC. Okay, let me connect these layers also. Now let me check if some DRC is decreased or not. 100% there will be decrease in the DRC. So you can see before changing the area of diffusion layer there are 24 errors. Only 20 errors are left. So let me remove them also. With my prior experience, you can practice on your own layout. Okay, so one more thing, you can see this polysilicon layer is uncovered, and it is very resistive, so you can cover it with the help of any layer, either NP layer or PP layer. For now I am going to cover it with the help of NP layer. Do it very precisely. Now according to my prior experience, I am going to remove some more DRCs, and you can practice at your own. Here the metal cannot be very small. There is minimum area DRC which is 0.042. So you need to follow that. I think most of the DRCs is over. Only one DRC is left that I want to clear right now, which is this NVAL DRC. Okay, let me show you again by the help of run calibre. Kindly, I have already told you, kindly change your name here according to your ID. So you can see only one DRC is left, which is nothing but your N well, which is should be the N well length should be 0.8 micrometer. So how we will remove this DRC? So you can press K on the keyboard and you can see this N well is less than 0.8. Do you see? So I need to make it minimum at 0.8. For that I will increase this also. So now let me check the DRC. So now you can see no result found. That means no unresolved DRC are left. So let me move towards the LVS. So what is LVS? LVS basically a layout versus schematic. Okay, before let me describe in brief what is LVS. So the purpose of LVS is to verify that the layout which represent the physical implementation of the circuit accurately reflects the intended functionality described by the schematic. It checks whether the connection, sizes and properties of the component in the layout match the corresponding elements in the schematic. Further, for that just press on run nmlvs and then again kindly check your roll number and then run lvs, overwrite. Hope there not be any violation. Okay, you can see the LVS is also correct. So all DRC LVS is completed in our layout, and I have also from start we have see how we can make our schematic, and then we have seen like how we do the ADL simulation, and then we have performed LDO simulations, then we have performed our layout and then DRC and then LVS clean.